And a good afternoon to you, rugby fans. Welcome to Indianapolis, Indiana. We're at Kuntz Stadium, USA Club Rugby Club National Championships 2025 15s weekend. This is a D2 semifinal. Old White, Atlanta Old White will play the Boston Irish Wolfhounds in this one. Winner will meet the winner of Boise United versus Kansas City in the finals tomorrow. It is a beautiful day here at Kuntz Stadium. I am John Broker. I am joined by great American Rugby's Lance Kavanaugh for this. Lance, lovely day for it.
The weather is beautiful. The rugby guys have blessed us with an absolutely light breeze, cool day. We got Atlanta Old White, one of the featured teams here in the United States, one of the kings of the South. After a lot of moving and manipulation in the Atlanta area, have put together a great side with aspirations of winning a national championship. Boston Irish Wolfhounds, also a feature of New England, played in the ARP for many years, have one of the best clubhouse atmospheres in the nation, and they put together a side that is going to compete in the premier level here in the D2 against Atlanta Old White. This should be an absolute barn burner. Both teams strong and physical. Both teams can be fast. Whether or not Boston can adjust to the elements that make this pitch different than the home pitch and some of the pitches they see in New England is going to be the key to this game today.
Thank you, Lance. We are just about ready to go. You see the Boston Irish Wolfhounds in green, and white will be Atlanta Old White, ready to get going. Irish Wolfhounds ready to go. Big presence from Boston College High School grads. A lot of Life University grads on Atlanta Old White land. So interesting combination of players there. We will see how it all plays out.
I mean, just off of this Atlanta Old White team, I count 4 recent, over the last 7 to 8 years, Life Rugby alumni, some of the more featured players in the Atlanta area for this Atlanta Old White team. Even some of the players who did big work for the Miami Tridents last year in the D2 National Championship find themselves playing for Old White. This should be one of the games for Old White to stamp themselves as one of the best teams in the nation. They got to do it against a team with such backing, such strong history. And I mean, the green jerseys is class. That is a beautiful color. Let's see if the Irish Wolfhounds can beat money today, just like their jersey color.
We will see where it comes to kickoff, ready to go. You have Atlanta Old White going from left to right on your screen, getting us started. To be Zach Miller doing the honors. Miller hangs one up. It goes 10. Ball right back in their hands. Quickly in the hands of Zachary McAfee. Across the 40-meter line they go. Wolfhounds on defense quickly here. Across they come up to some of the big boys. Abdullah. An early penalty against the Wolfhounds. Give them an opportunity here. Good start from Old White, Lance.
Absolutely is. Do they take the points? Do they take the 3 given to them? This is a great moment for them to take command of this match. Early nod themselves, but they're going to go for line out. And that can only say that their maul is something they're very confident in. Can they push it through in short quarters?
Line out early here for Atlanta Old White. Coming across field, ball in from Matt Fontana, excuse me. Referee right in the spot there. Good drive coming from Atlanta Old White. Atlanta Old White looking for it. Charles Delahaye, the French-born number 9, calling for the ball. It continues to go forward. It's on the ground. They're still alive with it. In the middle of the field they go. Get it into the hands. Shea O'Hanlon. Quick ball coming out. In behind. Was it knocked forward deliberately? That could be a penalty try. We'll see what happens. Just going to go back to a straight penalty here against
Matthew got to make that pass. The opportunity was there on the outside. Center unable to connect with wing. Matthew usually man on the spot to make those passes and put his winger away. But the penalty knockdown or the penalty knock on, and they're going to a scrum. This also will show what this game will look like as it progresses.
Forward we go. It's going to be a scrum chosen here by Atlanta Old White.
Close! 5.
Ball to come in from Delahide. Off the back, they're going to come. It's Angel Torres, a vice captain, looking for the line. Can't quite find it. Damon Torres from Round Rock, Texas, takes that one in. Big pick and go coming from Amro Kuda. University grad, and they're over the line quickly. 5 points on the board for Atlanta. Good start, just what they'd be looking for.
Let's talk about a picture-perfect start to a championship level match. Opening kickoff is yours. You steal opening kickoff, force a few penalties, and also get an early try all within 3 minutes. The ref, seeing that Boston is escaping the rules just a bit, and also you're seeing that you can run against these guys. You can attack straightforward. You can attack strong, and the opportunities are there. This is a great opening for Atlanta Old White.
On the move, kick to come, up 5-0 here in Indianapolis. Try score right there after hitting that one. That kick is good. So we're at 7-0. Good start here for this Old White team. Jared Ford, the referee. Rosalind Anderson and Will Nelson as the assistants. Take one.
Now the question is, how will
here.
Boston respond? The question is how Boston will respond, especially them going pick and goes so close to the try zone. There's a confidence in this Atlanta side. They did a lot in the super regionals in the Gulf Coast, winning big. Great start for them in this semifinal match.
Long ball from Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Atlanta Old White across the 22. Big break there coming. It's going quick. They're looking for some more points. Ball in one hand there. Again, that's Torres. Looking one way, then the other. A little tip pass there. They get the ball out to Muhammad Abdullah. Quick ball coming. Fantastic work here. Zach Miller finds it. Miller, the 10, looking forward. He escapes through another one.
Leave it!
Zachary Miller.
Leave it, Green!
Ball to the ground. Referee telling Green to leave that ball alone. Big runner coming there. Coming back out from Delahide.
Release! Hands out!
Quick pick and go from Old White, right back in this position. 5 minutes gone, already up 7, looking to gain some more right under the sticks. Desperate on defense early on here. Fast start, picked off there by the Wolfhounds. Good work by Sam Lowe. Wolfhounds have the ball, but inside their own 22, going to have to dig this out. Player from Old White kind of rolling on the ground there, but turned it over, so referee's fine with it. Little pop up there, and here comes Old White looking for another one. Pop that ball up, in and over it goes. Charles Delahide, and Delahide on front, scores the second one. Looking good here for Atlanta Old White.
Attempting to go to the space. Matthew looking for the double skip. Intercepting on the edge, but isolated after the interception. Ball stolen back, and that even put more stress on the Boston Irish Wolfhounds on the edge. Unfortunately, this Atlanta side figured out a way to find that connection. They're offloading the ball on their way in, but after that steal right here, Atlanta go right to business. Torres with the no-look quick hands, saucy, and the offload from the ground to find the Frenchman to get 5. And the referees, both referees were definitely on top of it. Amazing bit of play from Atlanta. And we have to wonder what it is the Boston Wolfhounds can do in order to get ball, hold on the ball, and give themselves an opportunity to attack themselves. I don't believe they had the ball yet.
Does not look that way. Kick being lined up here. Has the distance, doesn't have the angle. So we're going to stay at 12-0. Great try there. Second try from this Atlanta Old White team, looking strong in the early changes.
Looking very strong. And they're a team of destiny. I've talked to a few of the players before this round began, before this tournament began, and they're yelling national championship or bust. They have that much confidence in their group, especially with former national champions on the side.
Ball up, Old White in possession again. Sean Hunt has that ball. Bahamas-born native. Long kick downfield, going to keep this one in. It's going to roll just outside the 22. Lowe has a hold of it. That one goes in a touch, but probably from in front of the 22, so they're going to come all the way back there. Line out here for Old White. Good attacking position for them. Ball up, well taken there by Atlanta Old White. Would that go forward? Referee says no. Into the hands of Torres. He has been a hard charging runner early on in this game. Just 8.5 minutes gone. Pod of forwards going in. That's Gouda. Ball goes back through a couple of runners there. They find that tunnel. Good work up into the hands of Shea O'Hanlon. Back there. Gonzalo Garcia. They can come around the side a little bit. Gonna let that ball roll in. Is low. Gonna touch it down. So crisis averted again for the Wolfhounds. Will be their kick.
And John, this is Boston's third touch of the ball. First one, interception, immediately stole. Second was a kick opportunity where they had to return, and now a goal line dropout. Tough work for Irish Wolfhounds.
Big run coming in there. It's Massey taking that one in. Timothy Massey from Nairobi, Kenya, now playing his rugby in Atlanta. Ball across field. Karoy puts that one out. Karoy stands in the first receiver position. They come around the back there to Miller. Miller moves it, but knocked on. A first mistake from Atlanta Old White. They've been perfect for these first 9:45. So it'll be a scrum here to the Wolfhounds, first scrum of the game.
And Wolfhounds have a decision to make here. Is it a time where you leave the tactical kicking and defensive space options away, or do you play with ball in hand, and try to get some attacking going? It's so early for them. We're 10 minutes into the game, and this is their first real attacking opportunity. It gives so many questions on what they possibly could do down 12 so early.
5.
Ball coming in here, real first attack. Sam Grant to put this one in. Sam Grant from Wilmington, Mass. Went to Boston College High School. Like a number of these players, Boston College High School ascendant in the high school scene up there these days. Ball across quickly. Fontana gets it out to a hard charging Henrietta Judua. They're going to put in another try. No problem. Our Old White. Interius Branch touches that one down. Another 5 points. They're up to 17. 10 minutes in. This is not looking good.
They're questioning the pass, whether it was forward. And it's all good. Another try put on by Atlanta Old White. 17 points in the first 11 minutes. If defense holds strong, we might be looking at our championship caliber team right here in the semifinals.
Very good right now. Kansas City or Boise awaits on the other side, and Wolfhounds early on here just don't have an answer, Lance.
It's hard to have an answer when there's no opportunity to play. They haven't had a real opportunity with ball in hand. That scrum was knocked on immediately. First 3 opportunities, no real opportunity to stand, no foundation to build off of. It seems as though they're fighting against not only Atlanta, but the circumstances in front of them, which is getting their hands on the ball.
Yeah, so I'll address it at the match.
Wolfhounds will restart this one. 12 minutes in, down 17 points. A bit of work to do for this Wolfhounds team. They'll need to gain some momentum. A number of players from Life and number 8, Damon Torres, played 47 times with Rugby ATL and the Jackals. So good experience as the ball from Jack Connolly from Dundalk, Ireland, played for Lansdowne Football Club. Goes down in the hands of Shea O'Hanlon. Shea O'Hanlon takes it down. They get it up to Zachary McAfee, the captain. Number 3. Back they go, looking for the long kick, putting some players on side. Intelligently so. That one went directly out. Should come all the way back. Assistant referee says it bounced. There's going to be a line out down here for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Deep in their own end, John Landers, former captain of Brown University, went to Boston College High School.
I mean, look at the technique in this kick. It does bounce in. And what an absolute kick by Miller.
Ball back to Swanton. Now they get it out. On rushing defense coming. John Rowland at number 8. Quick ball. Not finding any room, but finding a penalty for offsides. That's how the Old White defense got up there so quickly. So the Wolfhounds opportunity here to push this one downfield. Good touch finder there, so it's going to be an attacking lineup for the Wolfhounds inside the 40-meter line. As we look here, see the offsides players. Coming for Old White. Big tackle in there as well. Look at Mathieu Caroy, number 13 for Atlanta. Ball to the middle of the line out there. Swanton takes it down, but referee says not straight. So opportunity here for Atlanta. They're going to choose a scrum at the 15-meter line, Lance.
Opportunities are not in abundance for the Wolfhounds. And it seems as though even though it's so early in the game, they're being forced to play a perfected brand of their style. They got to find a way to convert off set piece opportunities. Got to keep attacking ball in hand. Because, as we said, they haven't really been given any attacking opportunities. Even that offsides ended up in a penalty, which they turned over again. Boston has to figure it out sooner than later.
Ball coming in for Old White. Delahigh. To the hands of Miller. Miller has some runners, finds it right in the middle. That's Caroy. He barrels across the first one, gets the ball away to Masi. And Masi bounces off a one. Tremendous work, Timothy Masi from Malava Boys High School in Kenya. Move the ball, quick hands, good. This could be a second try coming. Will it be? Indeed it will. And Terrius Branch is going to touch that one down. And Branch has 2 in a row.
Well, let's just talk about the set piece that started off. The deception play out the back, thinking that it's going back to the 10, but they played a short pass as Miller loops. They play it right short. Big collision, center on center. Offload out the back, 1-on-1. Could have went left or right, but decides to go right through the chest of the fullback. And from there, they played in space again. A double skip to Miller. And from there, it's just clinical. A few of these players did play at Life. Most became doctors, but they're all pretty clinical right now as they extend their lead 22-0. What a great bit of play from Atlanta. This is D1 dangerous, and they're doing it on the D2 level.
They are playing tremendously well as Atlanta. You are absolutely correct in all your points, Lance. Branch double try score so far. in what is becoming a quickly lopsided score. You see just the power and size of that Atlanta Old White backline taking on the Wolfhounds. Wolfhounds, that's what they need. Ball taken out of the air. A little bit of momentum here. Can they get this going? They're going to go in behind. The defense rushing up. They're going to go wide. Ball in hand. Bounces over. Xavier Fangmeyer, a Penn State product there, comes up in Old White's hand. So everything going their way. Karoy spins around a couple. Gets the ball back. Delahai looking for some runners and finds one. Muhammad Abdullah taking that one in. Stepping into the first. The distributor role there is Miller. Move that one wide to the captain. Turned over. It's a scrum advantage here for the Wolfhounds. Come back to the original one. Be a Wolfhound scrum.
And just like you said, even when things fall apart, they still work together and work out. Atlanta just couldn't get that last kick, but it also shows the Wolfhounds are here. Defensive line found themselves set after a few half breaks, able to press and keep the kick from happening. Amazing bit of play as the referee tries to quell some of the extra pushy, let's say tough guy routine things that happen as the game progresses. But an amazing bit of play from Atlanta and Boston now. Opportunity is there. Opportunity definitely is there. And just to make you aware, they have a player down, but just to make you aware, pay attention to how the outside backs, wingers, outside centers position themselves in open play. Boston Irish Wolfhounds' home pitch has been notoriously thin and narrow for decades, it seems. Do they adjust when they play on over-regulation size pitches? By over, I mean the most maximum regulation pitch. Do they hold the complete width? That is something I've always wondered about the Irish Wolfhounds from game to game, year to year. Let's see if they got it in them.
Ball to come in here from Sam Grant, UMass Amherst grad. Middle of the field they come, looking for that setup play. Ball gets up, but taken away again by Atlanta Old White. Derek Grant there, just the speed on the turnover to reset from Old White. Impressive already. They go to the boot, roll this one downfield, outside the 22.
Keep retreating.
Return kick, good distance, finds green grass, rolls inside the 22. Will it get into the try zone? Sits up just in front, so Delahai has to come across. Thinking about kicking, going for the run is Mossy. You've seen him bounce off some players before. He's near the touchline, but keeping himself alive, hard to take down. Drew Marshall does eventually. Ball across. Little pass to the captain, Zachary McAfee from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville native. Knocked on there, scrum here for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Down 22, just under 20 minutes gone. Need a good string of phases here to get themselves back in this.
And one thing that does need to be said is 22-0 for those who just tuned in. Might seem like a very lopsided score, but that has more to do with Atlanta being clinical more than Boston being adept. They've done a lot of things right. They just can't seem to keep their hands on the ball. Great opportunity for Boston now. They haven't done anything as far as clear mistakes to put them in this situation, but they do have to find a bit of perfection as this match goes on because Atlanta is roaring.
Scrums ready to come together here. Ball in Grant's hands. Front row, Ghostlaw, Landers, and Finch.
Coach! 5.
Grant gets the ball in. They're going to get that one quick. They don't want to put up with that power. Roland takes it, sets it. The runners on the way back in, get the ball to Finch. Jack Finch driven back. Little wider now. Good pressure still coming in as Joe Griffin takes it, but ripped away by the captain. McAfee doing his job. Lost one earlier, has that one. See where they try to go. Karoy Quick hands out to the double try scorer, Branch. Branch steps. Branch around the corner across the 50. Does he have it again? Branch taken to the ground, gets the ball up, puts it into the hands of one of the Wolfhounds. It's going to come back to Old White. Delahigh gets it across field. Derek Brandt, University of Illinois, takes that one forward. Another barreling run. Fontana on the move. Good pass out to Delahigh. Look at that little offload. Gets it into the hands of Shea O'Hanlon. Shea O'Hanlon from Kennesaw State University. England native. Touch that one down. Another 5 points here for a rampant Atlanta Old White.
The connection with each of these Atlanta Old White players has been marvelous. This pick and go on the unprotected ruck. Offload to Fontana. Fontana getting the ball away, getting the offload. And this flick pass right here. Excuse me? Are you serious? My goodness. Are we watching the Harlem Globetrotters? Are we watching Atlanta Old White? Either way, this team is connected, finding each other and running in support. What an absolute monstrous moment for Old White. 29-0 on the scoreboard with the crowd behind them. They are roaring to go.
I don't even think they're starting to have fun yet, Lance. They are excited. We'll get another look at this here. We'll get the head-on view of this little flick. Here's Delahigh. Delahigh sees some people, just puts that ball up in the air. And on running there is Shea O'Hanlon. Gonna touch that one down. Great work from O'Hanlon. Wolfhounds facing it. Jack Conway from Lansdowne Football Club, played in the Leinster Youth Academy. Little pass just getting going there. It's O'Hanlon again. Sorry, not O'Hanlon, it's Torres. Big number 8, tremendous, puts a little fake kick in there. He is on the way, Torres. He has a lot to deal with. Delahigh spots some space. Delahigh puts a little chip through. Was he blocked? This is going to be the question. The ball goes through. Touchdown. That should be a try if there was nothing illegal there. Touchdown before it went in. We'll see what the call will be. Second for O'Hanlon. Branch has 2. O'Hanlon has 2. Atlanta Old White, not even halfway, just over halfway through this first half. Up to a big lead. Let's take a look.
Torres with an amazing line break and able to have teammates near and dear. But it is Miller time. Right on the edge, and he knew it was his. This grubber here just clipped a little bit. Probably would have been his to gather. But in support, like every Atlanta Old White player has been today, Zach Miller with the try, missing the conversion. But what an amazing bit of play from the 9-10 connection. 8-9-10 connection was right there on display for Atlanta Old White.
Tremendous, yeah, giving them one of my mind to O'Hanlon. I got my mustaches mixed up. It is a Miller try. And it's going to be Boston Irish Wolfhounds to kick off again. Irish Wolfhounds.
I mean, powering off a 1, powering off a 2, running away from 3. You don't expect the 8-man to fake kick and do the things he's doing. That is a professional level player for sure.
Ball coming here for the Wolfhounds. Wolfhounds on rushing defense from Atlanta Old White. They go out a little wider. Let's see where they try to go with this. Ball is in the middle. Andrew Marshall has it in the centers. Wearing number 17, but playing in the centers. Ball comes a little wider. Conway wrapped up by Kadoy. Kadoy wasting no time. Bit of a high tackle there. Referee is just going to hold it up. Referee's in the chat with McAfee.
13, the offside has happened.
Lauren Holly, that's my favorite scene in the movie. It's got a lot of great scenes.
Speak to him.
She goes,
This way. All good? Yeah.
Referees want to have a word there with McAfee, the captain, about Kadoy. A couple of penalties against him. Wants to make sure he stays on the right side of the rules of rugby. Penalty for the Wolfhounds. Opportunity inside the 22 of Old White have been few and far between.
Four. Thank you.
He's got the hair on it.
Guys,
John, I hate to do this to you, but every referee in the world would like to correct you and say it's not the rules, it's the laws. The laws of rugby. Stay on the correct side.
The two R's sounded better to me. It has more flow linguistically. So across we come. Sam Grant loses that one, so it's back in the hands of Old White. Spilled forward again there, so we'll come back to the original one.
And I have to reiterate again, 34-0, 26 minutes into this matchup. Doesn't clearly say that Boston Irish Wolfhounds are not a good team. It just basically says how good Atlanta Old White is. They have ran away with everything. Every moment, every bounce of the ball, anytime they can make anything happen, it seems to work out great for them. Boston, a valiant side, putting up stiff defense, just not enough against a team polished as Atlanta are right now.
Atlanta looking very strong. They're at their own about 7-meter line right now. Delahigh.
White, use it. Use it, White.
Referee telling them to use it, so Delahigh is going to take it, break up that right-hand side. They've got it in the hands of Branch. A hat trick on offer for him, but he gets that one up to his number 8. And with those little flicks there, but that one works against him. So it's back in Wolfhounds' hands. Wolfhounds through Januszewski. Turn the ball over again. It's back in Old White's hands. A little bit of back and forth, but players' hands on the ground. So penalty against Old White. Now the penalty for Boston Irish Wolfhounds.
And that is a moment right there. Fred probably wants to have back. Had his hands on the ball. Might have lost gather on the way down. Might not have had a clean shot at it all the way through. Referee right on top of it. Playing the ball on the ground. And this interception here. Boston Irish Wolfhounds are here to play some rugby. Hands on the ball. Survived the ruck. I'm not sure. I'm not going to go against the referee. Looked like he had a good eye. We'll go with what he says. I believe it. But Boston Irish Wolfhounds on the doorstep yet again.
John Landers to put this one in. Ethan Ghostlaw at the front. First jumper there is Taylor, but they're going to go to the front anyway to Taylor in a different move. Landers trying to get there, gets driven into touch. So barring any other whistles, going to be a line out here for Old White. Wolfhounds looking for a call, not getting it.
Line out. Stop. Stop. 2.
He was looking for a high tackle penalty right there, didn't get it. But it was up around his neck. Certainly had some rights to that lance.
Definitely, he has a bit to complain about, but
My point of view, tackle occurred low as you went down. Right? I saw the ball is touched first, as in VAR. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Please speak to the team. All right. Speak to your team. The game will go a lot better if everybody doesn't give their input. They'll talk to you. Speak to them. This way. Step off. Yeah.
Pattern over opportunity, boys.
Line.
Discussion had. Referee wins again, Lance.
Time on.
Undefeated referees at all times, undefeated.
Ball to the front here. Fontana to put it in for Old White. It sails over the top. Can the Wolfhounds get their hands on this? It's just going to be hacked forward. It gets some good distance, so it's in the hands. And coming around is Januszewski. He had a good run previously. That pass not what he wanted to be to Killian Berthos. Berthos, another Irish-born player from Galway. Knocks that on. It's going to be a scrum for Atlanta Old White in a better attacking position.
And when the mistakes happen, it's very unfortunate. About as flat of a pass you can ask for. Space and opportunity might be a little bit outside of his reach. Might have been a stretch to go and get it. But with all of that green grass in front of you, I know that they are reeling for those opportunities. Unfortunately, couldn't convert. And now Atlanta, the confident team, Atlanta, the team that's been on the front foot, handling business.
Scrum coming again for Old White on the attack most of this half. 34 points to the good, 30 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go in the half. Where will we end this first 40? Ball out into the hands of Miller. Miller has some running. A little show there. And here comes O'Hanlon. Pushes that one forward, spills it. Januszewski has it again. Into the defense of Atlanta Old White. They're going to pick and go with this one. It's going to be Paul Taylor. Taylor takes it in, penalized our Old White. A little back and forth here between these teams. John Rowland, not too excited with some of these Old White players. Seem to be some silly individual battles going on.
And respectfully, I expect Boston Irish Wolfhounds to play with a level of pride, not take anything sitting down. Unfortunate small scuffle, but
and then after they stood up, I didn't see what started the contact. Okay. Line here. Okay. 28 and then White 7. Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk to the captain. We'll have a nice strong warning about it. Captain. 8 and 7 from you. 8 is 8. Yeah. What is it? Yeah. All right. We had the initial penalty for White 7 off. Right? Once we stood up, we didn't see what started everybody pushing. Okay. And you'll have a time to talk after the game, not now. Just pushing back and forth. We're not having that, guys. It's going to ruin the game, and it's going to start getting players carded and big. You're leaving little options if you continue to do that. Are we here to play rugby? Good. Step back. Now, captain. Great. Captain, for you guys. You're fine. Go ahead. We have the penalty here, right? As far as what we talked about down there, that's resolved. So, we're dealing with this situation right now to get cleaned up. Players need to stop getting into accidents and altercations off of the ball. Speak to them now. We're coming to the penalty here. Talk to them.
Referee Lance having a word. He just wants to comment down there. See Roland, number 8 for the Wolfhounds, getting involved. Looked like Karoy. He had his first initial words with. They pulled up Derek Grant. So Grant was off his feet. Be a penalty here for the Wolfhounds. Had a little bit more offense later in this half. We'll see if they can convert this into points. They're not going to hit touch. Not going to help right there. White, Atlanta Old White puts that one down. Attacking opportunity here for Pertos. Taken away by Old White. They are dangerous. Karoy takes that one in. Ball to the boot again. Just lifted down towards the 22. Taken by Lowe. Sam Lowe. Returns, puts a little pass in there, doesn't go to hand. Should be a line out here for Old White. They're going to go quick. Referee says that's fine. They can play. O'Hanlon moves it across field. A number of runners coming. Little slide back in. Old White on the move. There's Miller. Miller in the try zone once already. Ball out there to Abdullah. Captain McAfee waiting for it. Bobbles, goes forward. Scrum advantage here to the Irish Wolfhounds. The Captain Landers gets it away. Rowland moves that one wide, takes the hit for his troubles. Cutting back in there is Januszewski. Phases positive here for the Wolfhounds. They push that one through. Sean Richards tries to run onto that one. It's a foot race here. Miller comes down with it. They come all the way back for a crossing penalty.
It needs to be said, this referee has great control of this game. From the conversations, allowing that play to develop because he had the earlier penalty for getting in the way of the kicker. Everything seems to be on code, on par for this referee, doing a great job, giving clear and concise warnings. I don't think we're going to have any more pushing and shoving, and I think we're going to have a running game of rugby, a safe running game of rugby. Great job by the referee. 7.5 minutes ago in this first half.
Point coming for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Just want to get something on the scoreboard here. Get them moving. Try to sort out some tactical changes they're going to need to make for this game.
There has to be a thought process into going for the points. But at this point, they need any moment to get on the board. And with that kick, it actually plays negative. You give up an opportunity to go get a try being down big to get points. Just points, which is fine. Get on the scoreboard. But when it sails so far to the right, and you're put in a situation where now you're back on defense with nothing to show for a great opportunity, it doesn't really help the psyche of this team. What do you say at halftime, down 34 points but can't convert a kick that I'm sure he's made a million times during the course of the season?
Yeah, tough one there for the Wolfhounds. It'll be Atlanta Old White to restart us. Atlanta from the 22. Long raking kick across halfway, taken there by Marshall. Marshall trying to work his way through some of this defense. To the ground eventually. Atlanta Old White happy to let him go. They keep this one tight. To the ground they go through Goldslaw, the American University, or Catholic University player. Sorry, both in DC. Got it mixed up. From Hanover High School. Quick they come as they're room out wide. Lowe has the ball, puts in a pass. Hits off the boot there. Hit off the boot again. Can they keep it in touch? Cannot. Paul Januszewski from Ellicott City, Maryland, with the Towson University. Now up in the Boston area playing with Wolfhounds. Be a line out to Old White.
They went quick. They went quick.
They've gone quick. Referee says play on. Thank you, Lance. I was fooled myself. Lowe has it. Lowe looking for some space. Finds a couple defenders. Held up right now. Get to the ground. Roland comes in to clean that one up. They go off to the right-hand side through Grant. Ball knocked back by the Wolfhounds. They can keep playing. Nice steps here. Good footwork. Little space that they needed to find. Excellent as it continues to go. Looking towards the try line. Cannot get there. Killian Pertos. Tackled by Atlanta Old White. Knocked forward out of the tackle.
Drop. No, just behind.
They're going to take the scrums. We'll take another look here, Lance.
No, you guys for me.
I mean, he was moving and grooving, doing everything possible. Outran a few people, moved on a few people. But unfortunately, I think the speed edge on this game goes to Atlanta. I think the physicality edge has gone to Atlanta. And right when they had a really good chance to set up something, maybe build phase play from deep inside of Atlanta's defensive end, knock on, going away with the option to go line out or scrum. Atlanta takes scrum, and they're going to clear their lines, get some space, and try to head into this half with a almost insurmountable lead at this point. Almost.
4.5 minutes for Atlanta to put more points on the board, or the Wolfhounds to open up their scoring just outside their own 5-meter line. Steady in the scrum. Delahigh gets to Miller. Miller puts it to the boot. Keeps it in field. Bouncing there for Lowe, so gives the defense a little more time to get there. Here is the fleet of foot. Berthos doesn't find as much room this time. Across from Grant. Looking for runners. A little step. Where will they go? They go through to Connolly. Connolly looks for a runner. A little move around there from Paul Taylor. Taylor gets to Lowe. Lowe inside the 22. Well tackled. Some phases coming together here for the Wolfhounds. This is positive for them. Barreling right through. Inside the 22. Is that going to be a turnover for Old White? It will not. Grant has it. Gets it a little wider. Connolly looking for a runner. Gets it out wide. Again, they're looking at Berthos. He's been so good out there, making some room. They get it to Marshall. He's going to spin around a couple, and Marshall, near the line, pops it up. Maybe ill-advised. We'll get that ball back. Unless Old Weiss can drive this over. Referee's going to whistle. It was a mess. Be a scrum for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Great play by Boston, getting the ball to the edge, letting the big man step. Almost slipped and slide all the way into the try zone. Atlanta able to play desperation defense on the back end. Keep the green out of their green try zone. But, man, both teams are bringing it. Atlanta is not giving up any points. I think they want to preserve that goose egg for the match. And Boston are desperately fighting, reaching, and clawing to get some points on the board.
5.
Sam Grant to put this one in.
Play.
Big drive from Old White. Ball squirts. Has to get rid of it. Did he throw it forward? Referee said no.
Leave it
Good to
in.
go. A big hit up there from the outside center, Fangmeyer, Penn State product.
Let's go! No!
Ball well taken. They're inside the 5-meter line. Can they leave this half with points? Good defensive stand. 2 defenders coming in there. Out they come into the hands of Finch. Looking at the line and diving in, diving over. Late in the half, the Boston Irish Wolfhounds will get 5 points on the board. Maybe 7. Some hard work. Taking a knock for the troubles there. It's Jack
Hold on,
Finch.
time off, guys, hold on. Hold on.
5 points nonetheless, Lance.
It's a conversation happening I'm worried about between the referee, but what an amazing carry. The Boston Irish don't dance, they just pull up their pants and put a try away and make Atlanta players lean back. My goodness.
Correct. So with that, I'm going with the yellow card for white 4. All right. White 4, captain. Captain in 4. 4, come.
We're listening to the further
We have
discussion
an
here.
upright tackle leading to the try, which is foul play. It's a yellow card. Negative.
Muhammad Abdullah is going to spend 10 minutes in the bin for a bit of a high tackle here.
That wasn't, and I'll take care of it. Just trust it. Safety is our priority.
And as we look at the replay, did the same man who got mowed over also get hit with a yellow card? You talk about insult to injury. Actually, he's a second tackler in, grabbing at a leg. Referee had him for the high tackle from the very beginning. And that headshot actually is what kept the prop down. That's a great call by the referee. Foul play, head contact. That's a great
I feel
call.
like it was Finch and Miller who clunked heads, and Abdullah just happened to be in the general area. Take another look at that there. But one way or the other, Abdullah will spend 10 minutes in the bin. Referee in a better spot than we are, under a minute on the game clock. 7 points on the board, 34-7. So we can take another look here. There's Finch. Clunked heads there with Miller.
Yes, I can. You need something?
Yeah, high. It's the score time.
Abdullah never hit him
That
high.
right shoulder is, that right shoulder is what he's saying is the high tackle. But the referee is on top of it, so yellow carded in.
Yeah. All deference to the ref. 34-5. 34-7. We're at just about time here. Miller going to put that downfield. 34-7. Ball in the Wolfhounds' hands. Good end to the first half for them. Get some points on the board. They were shell-shocked for a while there, but it brought themselves back into it. High kick. 40-meter line. Della High puts it across. Long kick. Looking for a 50-22. Going to bounce out in front of the 22. And the referee whistles us for halftime. 34-5. Atlanta Old White lead Boston Irish Wolfhounds. We'll step aside for a few minutes. Be back with second half action just after that.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
To understand the game in its fullest, you need to understand what's happening to the ball.
Gilbert is synonymous with every major event that's happened in our sport.
The ball is a conductor of the orchestra. We put a tiny microchip inside the ball. We're getting location information from the ball. Speed, spin, distance, trajectory, hang time.
The technology and the innovation behind this ball is truly a game changer.
The moment you have all been waiting for has finally arrived. The first rugby game that allows you to play and get rewards is now live. Step into tournaments, be the ultimate manager, earn free jerseys and match tickets. It is the heart of rugby, now in digital glory. Build your strategy using real player cards. It's your game, your moves. Buy, trade, play, and create your lineup. For cards, your legacy. Experience rugby like never before. Take your fantasy rugby experience to the next level. Join Overlay.
May is Mental Fitness Month.
Major League Rugby has partnered with USI Insurance Services and Looseheads
in a united effort to tackle the stigma.
Together, we are committed to changing the game
with the mission of placing a mental health lead in every rugby club
around the world.
Managing multimedia is a challenge and an opportunity. MediaViz AI learns from your multimedia, then labels, organizes, and curates it like a trusted employee. Transform thousands of consumer photos or millions of enterprise images into a valuable collection with MediaViz AI apps, services, and APIs. MediaViz. We put the individual in AI.
It's time to hit.
It's time to pass. It's time to train, step, and tackle. It's time for tradition. And time for brotherhood.
It's championship time, America.
It's time to hit.
It's time to pass. It's time to train, step, and tackle. It's time for tradition. And time for brotherhood.
It's playoff time, America.
Let's get ready. Major League Rugby is now.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year.
The Rugby Network is giving you all the free MLR content you want, live and on demand. Never miss a hit, never miss a try, never miss your team. MLR on TRN. Never miss a match.
Whey protein is my favorite product. Best part about it is I can have it straight after a workout or a training session.
My favorite product is vitamin D. Back in DC, we practice a lot indoors, especially in the winter, don't get a lot of sunlight, so having some vitamin D is important. We select Thorne because we know it's tested and it's safe to use.
Welcome to the Rugby Rundown on the Rugby.
Welcome back to Indianapolis, Indiana, Coons Stadium, USA Club Rugby 2025 Club National Championships, the penultimate 15s weekend. We're in a D2 semifinal. Old White leads 34-7. The team out of Atlanta over the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. 7 points to the Wolfhounds, but a late try in the half. Going to have to bring it back. We will see what happens here. Old White looking dominant. Winner of this will play the winner of Boise United versus the Kansas City Rugby Club. I'm John Broker, joined by Lance Kavanaugh for this matchup.
The word of the day for Boston for this second half is perfection. They found a way to score. They put it all together for a moment. They found a way to slow down Atlanta Old White. But from here on, they have to play about as perfect of a game as they have all season. Not just to get back into this game, but just to get more points on the board. Atlanta's been firing off on all centers offensively. I expect this Boston side to really show up in the second half, but let's see what Atlanta has in store when the benches start interchanging.
Kickoff from the Wolfhounds, running from left to right near screen, wearing green. Lowe has the ball in hand. Lowe, long rangy runner. Wolfhounds looking to pick up where they left off. Get the ball to Marshall. He's been playing in the centers, but at the front of that pod right there. Karoy getting out of the way for Old White. Old White sending some defenders forward, but a good break to get across the line. Coming a little wider. Connolly gets the ball to Lowe. Lowe has to regather. Gets the ball out to Berthos, but he steps in touch accidentally. It's going to be a scrum. Or it's going to be a line out here for Atlanta Old White. Berthos took some umbrage there, but
Keep fucking playing angry killer. Keep playing angry killer.
look at McAfee, the captain there. Good job getting his team organized. Just waiting for a thrower here. Fontana put this one in. He's played for the Dominican national team, went to Life University. Nice high one there, up in the hands of Grant. Delahigh comes across. Runners going in a couple different directions, but they're going to go to O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon takes that one in. Cross from Miller. Little chip through there from Garcia. Caught but taken into touch by the Wolfhounds. Great kick. Going to wind up in a line out here for Old White.
Very good thought of using the swiper kick, getting the ball all the way to the 15-meter channel, and from there, deciding to go to the boot. The pressure forcing Boston to just absorb the ball, take it out of bounds. That's pretty much the equivalent of a 50-22 before the rule change.
Middle line if they go. It is up in the hands of Torres. Torres dominant in that first half. Looked like he was just having fun. Part of a big drive right now. It's in Fontana's hands. They have a penalty advantage here, so time to work with it. Wolfhounds coming in on this. See if it comes back that way. No, it will not. So they'll come to the penalty. Delahigh, ball in hand. Will he go quick? They will slow this one down. Miller. They push this to the corner. McAfee agrees. They're going to go for the line out, up 34-7. They don't have to be terribly conservative about things. Another look at this maul, Lance.
Yeah, and even if you notice that kick, he didn't try to push it as close to the sticks as possible. You can see a relaxed Atlanta Old White. Not necessarily going through the motions, just making sure they hit all their points. Let's see how they attack this maul situation so close to the try zone.
They go up to Torres. Drive comes again. Players in there. Ball's in Fontana's hands. Try line just in front of them. Just has to drop on the ground and does. Fontana gets that 5 points, and they start off this half the way they started off the first. Quick tries.
And Boston now has players looking to the sideline for interchange. Atlanta's found their true form. Definitely put together a masterpiece in the first half, displaying a bit that maybe Boston doesn't get to see week in and week out in the Atlanta Gulf region. But what a bit of play from Atlanta. Earlier on the line out, bringing it into a maul and holding it just to preserve ball. Later on, when the maul needs to be activated and driven, they walk it right into the try zone from 10 meters out.
Kick is good, so they extend their lead even further. Atlanta Old White dominant throughout. Work there. All he had to do was take that dive off the side. Fontana, it was no problem. His captain with him, didn't need him. Good try, 41-7. 5 minutes gone in this second half. Good take. On the move they go. Atlanta Old White spill that one forward through Hunt. Wolfhounds on the return, keeping the ball alive. Good work by Fangmeyer.
No, you're offside.
Ref might have to stop this match with a player down in the middle of the field.
Grant wanted to go quick there, but referee is going to stop this one. There's a player down. Delahigh is going to take a seat as well. Player a bit slow to get up there, and Sean Hunt. 7 caps for the USA Hawks, a rugby league team. USA Rugby South player, Rugby ATL Academy. Sean Hunt from the Bahamas. See him take a pretty big bit of contact here.
We're fine, play on.
I have enough of that.
Somebody's landed on him. He seems to be okay. Another word with the captain.
We didn't see what happened after that, but it's done. If I see anything else, the next players are leaving a little option. They're going to the bin. Yeah. Okay? Yep. Talk to your 7 and talk to your 13 and 9. They were both involved.
This guy's still talking right now.
Stop.
Yeah. Sammy, boy.
Guys, stop talking. Back 10. Knock it off. Guys. Look.
Taylor's got to calm down here, but Karoy is the one who seemed to hit Delahigh there, Lance.
Yeah, that's a little collateral damage, a little friendly fire. All in the guys are protecting this scrum half. Still find a way to hurt them, but man.
Little gamesmanship too, maybe trying to draw a penalty out of that, but it's going to be a penalty nonetheless. So Wolfhounds opportunity here about 10 meters out.
5
player line out, going to go to the middle. Wolfhound put that one down, run it forward. Another penalty, players in, have their hands on that. Landers, the captain, just puts it down. Thought about going quick there, is going to do so now. Landers.
Step back.
Hunt makes a tackle back up from that knock just a couple of minutes ago. Seems to be okay. Grant into the middle. Gets the ball to Swanton. Grant looking for runners, go a little wider. Connolly gets it out there to Marshall. Andrew Marshall. Grant looking for another runner, gets it up to Sean Richards. Richards well hit by this Atlanta Old White defense. Torres in there, being told to release and eventually does. Questions for the referee, but does so nonetheless. Connolly gets it across middle field. Fangmeyer looking for that wide one from Lowe. The space open up. Berthos Berthos has had the fancy feet. He's got Delahigh on him now. He's got a couple of players. He's not going to make the try line. Nearly there. Can they get some more points to Wolfhounds? Wolfhounds driving their way forward. Weiss wearing the number 16. Takes that one in. Ball for Grant. Back to Swanton.
Stop.
Referee saying there's still advantage there. Weiss takes another shot at it.
So number was 5. Aaron, number of penalties. White 1.
So it's a stoppage here. Too many penalties against White.
Offside on the second rush. Yellow. Stop.
It's going to be O'Hanlon off the field, and another penalty here for the Wolfhounds.
About 30 seconds. Stop White. Yeah.
Player advantage here. We'll see how the Wolfhounds take advantage of this one. Going for the line, looking for it. There's Roland. Roland can't get there.
Hands down, White. White, hands down.
Referee telling Atlanta to take their hands out of there. They want to be careful with any of these penalties. Now some fists coming swinging here. Over the top of that. Things get a little heated here.
Green.
Foul play coming from the assistant referee. We'll see what happens with this. If it's a try, it might get taken off there. Marshall's going to run in with it. Sorry, not Marshall. That's Rahidi. Took Rahidi. Touches that one down. You heard the assistant referee call foul play, Lance. We'll see what the call is here eventually.
I have foul play.
Yeah.
It's green 7.
Yeah.
Touch 9 in the face after the rough.
Okay, green 7.
Punched 9
Hey guys,
white.
Hold on. We're stopping time. We're going formal on this. Hold on for me. Stay close, green. Alright, ladies. Green 7. Punching white in the face.
So,
okay, so.
I mean, according to our replay.
Any mitigating factor. Okay, so green 7, punching white 9 in the face. That information, I'm hearing a red card.
I was mitigated.
Yeah, a red card. Yeah. So we'll have the penalty by. Yeah. Okay. Captain and 7. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna be here for this. Here for the conversation. Oh, okay. Yes. No. No, now's not the time. Green 7,
waiting for
punching white 9
Taylor
to the face. No mitigating factors up here. Red card. Yeah. 2. We're coming back to the penalty here. Your players aren't holding discipline. At
so
this point, it's on you.
Here. You see
We're
a couple of people pulling back and
stand.
forth. You see the Atlanta white player pulling on Fangmeyer.
Stop here.
Might see it better from this angle, Lance.
Try no good, guys. Pat, time on card.
It looks like on that first swing, he might have caught him with the left there.
Penalty. Green. Punch to the face.
And with the second swing, missed clearly, but he definitely swung with the left and right.
Green 24.
He did take 2 swings.
Penalty here to you. Thank you. Your first yellow card is on. That's fine.
Taylor not thrilled with that. Out for the rest of the game. The last things the Wolfhounds would need. Taylor has been just a bit hot-headed throughout this. Frustration certainly setting in. So Miller has ball in hand. Just on this side of the post. Going to go down the right-hand touch line. Look to put this in touch. Will be their line out if he does so.
Thanks, Bo.
Not the time to get
and
that
John,
card
I mean,
for any player.
And even look at it even further. Let's say the Boston Irish Wolfhounds win this game. His weekend is over, especially with the infraction being called against him. It's not the time to lose your head, come all the way to Indianapolis to do something that I will hope is uncharacteristic for him. But man, what a moment for Atlanta to extend now.
Not straight.
The opposite number there, Derek Grant gets it.
Line.
But not straight, so scrummer line out option here for the Wolfhounds.
Scrum.
They choose the scrum, so right at midfield, the 15-meter line will be the Wolfhound scrum. Still a yellow card for Atlanta Old White, so the team's ready for now. Taylor will stay off the field for the remainder. Ball in, Wolfhounds driving this one forward. It's in the number 8's hands. He's got a break, and he does eventually. Roland gets that ball up in the hands of High tackle coming in here from Old White, so penalty advantage here for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Grant moves it, gets it to Rahidi. Marshall, pardon me. In behind those runners. They're looking for the little kick through. We're going to come back. The initial penalty against Old White. Kick coming here for the Wolfhounds.
And that's White 8. And that was White 8 involved in that last hit.
White 8. Yeah. Captain, that's 3 in this area.
Old White lands, gets the warning. Just a few too many penalties down inside their own half. Referee wants them to clean that up. So it's going to be a line out here for the Wolfhounds about 15 meters out.
Shorthanded, down 34. Semifinals of a national championship. Boston Irish Wolfhounds down a player, miraculously finding ways to still get they're still competing. They're still locked into this match. Says a lot about what they represent and who they are. I need to see them put more points on the board if possible, though.
Play.
Ball over the top there because knocked back to Grant. Takes it uncleanly, but it's their ball nonetheless. Old White can have to be careful here. Don't want to draw any more penalties. Ball is up into the hands of Roland.
Aaron,
I have
to the ground.
17 rushing past the ball.
Call there against Andrew Marshall for rucking beyond the ball. So penalty here for Old White. Game getting a little messy at the moment, Lance.
Continuing to get more and more messy. I mean, the red card was maybe the peak of messy that we've had so far, but just a continuation of extended extrajudicial plays that have nothing to do with the moment is really biting the Wolfhounds and making it really hard for them to find any forward ball. They had points taken away for hands thrown to the face. They had go forward taken away from over-rucking or rucking outside of the prescribed area. These moments are some of the things they'll look back on in this match and say they need to fix, need to make sure they have high maintenance on going into the next years and the years after.
You'd like to see Old White get back in their groove. Such an exciting team to watch for most of that first half. Things change just a little bit here as they get their players together. Torres did so well in the first, gets up there, quick ball down into a pot of forwards with O'Hanlon at the front. Quick ball up to a reserve, but it gets popped out of the hands of Ian Wilson into the hands of the Wolfhounds. Wolfhounds off to the left, looking for some space, trying to get up to the wing. Will it close down? Swanton gets the ball out a little wider, but has to come in and clean that one up. Grant. Ball out to Weiss. Across they come under the hands of Rahidi. Pot of forwards waiting for the Wolfhounds, but tight. Weiss again takes the run. Penalty against player not releasing as Old White came in to pick that one away. See McAfee, the captain, going to get that ball, has done a great job for Old White, keeping his troops relatively calm, conversing with the referee. Great job there from Zachary McAfee.
behind. Get behind.
Ball back, finds touch. Going to be a line out inside the Boston Irish Wolfhounds 22. So we take another look here.
I mean, just steadily over the ball, clear release, amazing body position, and that's what you need to get your team back the ball. Got to find a moment in them, time and moment, got to find a perfect technique, perfect position, does that. Atlanta Old White again in mall territory. I think they're going to the mall just to do a little shopping.
Ball up to Torres. Torres so rampant in the first half. Not so much as Hunt goes to the line. Hunt is there. Hunt surrounded by people. Wisely turns around just a bit. Thought that ball might have been pulled off by a Wolfhounds player, but referee in a much better spot, obviously. So it's going to be a scrum here to the Boston Irish Wolfhounds, their own 5-meter line. Knock on in there against Old White. Look at Hunt taking this one in.
No, we're having a scrum.
White 6 off.
Find out. Step back. We've had success on the last.
Can you guys hear me? White 6.
Stop.
Going to make a change here. Looks like Hunt is going to go off for Old White. Johan Osorio will come into the game.
Time on Carpenter. All good ones.
Change here. McAfee is switched over to the loose head side. Versatile front row forward. Ball back for the Wolfhounds. Pressure coming on. Breaks down. A penalty against them. This is Old White ball. Miller looking for the ball.
No, you may not. You're off the mark.
Thought about going quick, but was going to give it to Delahigh. They're going to look like they're going to push it to the corner here. Go for another try. Six 0 on the other field. Kansas City, you see them in the red, white, and blue there. They are taking on Boise United, the winner of this. We'll take on the winner of the match we're watching. This on Field 2 here at Kuntz Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. As we come back, ball in. It's going to be a line out here. Fontana to put one in. Go back to Torres, but over his head. So it's in the hands of the Wolfhounds. A miscommunication there. Miscue from Old White. Box kick from Grant. Doesn't get too much distance, but finds the safety of touch. So it's going to be line out here for Old White, just a little bit further out.
White 2.
In green 8. Green 8. Green 8.
Green 3.
Change coming in. Looks like Roland's going to come off the field for this Boston Irish Wolfhounds team.
So Atlanta Old White took off Matt Fontana, the hooker with the red scrum cap, and putting in work. Scored a try earlier as well.
Messy lineout again from Old White. Not the connections they had in the first half. Just a little rustier in the second as Delahigh comes up to Miller. Miller gets it out to O'Hanlon. They put one far over the top, down into the hands of Bagby. Takes it forward. They still have ball in hand. Back in the other direction they go. Into the hands of Osorio, into the game. McAfee. Captain driving his way forward. Good work picked up there by Shea. And Shea is going to go across the line. Mitch Shea is going to touch down and back scoring again. Our Atlanta Old White, they put another 5 on the board. Just as we hit about 20 minutes to go in this one.
You got to look at the detail of how they attack and wrap around. They've been playing this tempo game where sometimes they play slower, sometimes they kick it up, sometimes they pick it up. But in this case, they've been playing the space, going fast, skipping across the face of multiple forward pods attacking. It's really putting Boston in a very, very bad situation in space. I believe this is the earlier maul that resulted in the knock-on. But on the back end of that, double skip, really forcing Boston to take on one-on-one tackles in space for a forward pack, hard charging and running forward. Amazing bit of play from Atlanta. Precision on how they fall, which direction they go. Always stepping to the outside, and immediately, once that ball is available, played. And it's just too much, too fast for Boston. You see that multiple players and gaps. Easy to slide in and walk into the try zone.
Yeah, Shea with a good try right there. Wolfhounds to get us started again. Conley puts one up. Ball back inside the 22, so we'll have to keep it in field. Well kicked, takes a good bounce. Here come the Wolfhounds on the return at their own 40-meter line. Move the ball across. They have somebody with some space here. Can they work it to the outside? Berthos done a good job so far. Ball into the hands of John Landers, the captain. Joe Griffin takes it in, but loses it. Delahigh, they can be dangerous at broken field. That pass not going to help, however. Ball into the hands of an old white player. Nice little move there from Miller. Looks one way, goes the other. Going to put the ball to his boot, keep it downfield, keep it in field. It is going to sit up just before the try zone. Get knocked back into the try zone. A referee with a big whistle here.
Stop.
See what the call will be.
Head contact.
Duyan there.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Medic.
Calling for the medics immediately there.
Well, come on, move. Yeah. So I have like 22 direct head contact, a high degree of force to a player that is already in the
I mean, Zach Miller with the inside-out spin move. Got the ball on the right foot, push it to the middle of the field. That innovation in the game been happening recently. I love to see. But Gio on the chase, modifying himself face-to-face with the Boston Irish Wolfhound player, immediately recognizing head contact. And due to body height mitigation and different issues, this could possibly be a red with how the laws are laid out today.
Torres right there with him. Torres played for Rock Rugby in high school, then Life. Time national champion there. So it's this unfortunate.
Direct head contact with the foul flag. Both players were lowering to go to collect the ball. So that mitigates it down to a yellow. No, yellow, 22. Penalty on the flag.
Big yellow for Duyan. Landers questions that.
Aaron, can you double check the time for me? Are we close now?
Better, yeah.
I mean, the process is
penalty. Hold on.
Two starting questions: head contact, foul play, yes and yes. Degree of danger is high, but mitigation due to both players reaching for the ball on the ground. I think going through the process, a yellow card might be correct.
Duyan gets a yellow and a little bit of pain for his troubles there. Unfortunate for him, he'll be off. Wolfhounds, of course, with the red.
Yellow.
The Wolfhounds.
And also, John, be aware, it's a yellow now. He'll take a seat in the bin, but it can be reviewed further as this team prepares for a national championship match tomorrow.
Wolfhounds ball. Landers will put this one in. To the front of the lineup they go. Swanton. Landers has to come back in and clean that one up.
Play on the ball. Release.
Ball squirts out. McAfee has it. Referee not happy.
19.
Penalty against Old White. A run of penalties in this half, Lance. Old White not as crisp as they were in that first half. 14 minutes to go here.
And I don't know if that's them settling into the match and really realizing where it's at now, playing a little bit more rogue because a little bit more extreme on the lines.
For White. Hold on. Numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're at 22. Here we go. Stop. Stop. Guys, captain. Yeah. So 22 was yellow carded. Who just stopped? No. John. Stop. Hey. Were you the sub for 22? Yeah, he was yellow carded. You can't be on. No, off.
They told them on the sidelines what that's fine.
Right. Yeah. So too many men on the field. We're starting with the penalty here, correct? Penalty here. Incorrect numbers. Incorrect numbers. Penalty.
Hockey beat too many men on the ice. They just didn't realize, did Old White, that they couldn't replace Dion. It wasn't a blood sub. It was a yellow card and him going off on an injury. So awarded penalty here to the Wolfhounds to get going down there. Wolfhounds line out.
I would like to reiterate the control the referee has over this match.
Guys, it's done.
Little pass out wide. Are they good to go? They certainly are. Here they come. Atlanta Old White across. Halfway. Delahigh still in the game. Karoy.
Away!
Off to one of his teammates. Player from the Wolfhounds there has to roll away. Does so in time. Delahigh has a hold of it. Karoy in that first receiver position again. Little tip pass. McAfee, the captain, steps outside. McAfee to the ground. Wolfhounds fighting for this one. Player off their feet, so it's going to come back their way. Just dropped. Its advantage here to the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. Garrett Miller. Advantage here. Old White penalized again. Have to be careful of that. Swanton playing a lot in the second half in the absence of Taylor. His back row partner. That one chips through, knocked off the boot. We're going to go back for a penalty.
Not rolling. Don't stop. Holding on. Stop play.
Player out with the ball, so we'll see the Wolfhounds decide to do with this one. They're going to go. Or not. Referee's going to bring it back. So wants to get a little decision here.
Yeah, you're on it.
Corner they go through Connolly. "11 minutes on the game clock here. Wolfhounds inside the 22, down 48-7. Too high a hill to climb as that ball comes down to Old White. John Bradley takes it in.
Done. Use it! No!
Wolfhounds players trying to come off sides there. Thought the ball was out. Delahigh gets a little more room there to kick that ball ahead. They're at the 40-meter line, but it will be a line out here for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. 10 minutes to go.
White, you're on the line.
Landers still in the game here for the Wolfhounds. Gets the ball down. Griffin.
Away, White! Backward.
McAfee comes in, puts a big shove. Referee says that's fine. McAfee, the captain, leading by example, but a penalty against his teammates there. Referee says they were going in illegally. And off go the Wolfhounds. Wolfhounds looking for some points here.
Away white.
Big run from Rahidi. Grant. Wolfhounds. Big hit from Atlanta Old White. One of the reserves gets in there and powers that one back. Off they come. Ball into the middle there. Looking for a runner. Find it. Garrett Miller. Little chip over the top, trying a different tactic here. Comes down into the hands of a waiting Wolfhounds player. Drive toward the line is Weiss. Did he get there? Referee says indeed he did. Try for the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. More points on the board. Good work. Wolfhounds getting some points out of this.
And that was a scrappy set of play for the Wolfhounds to get points. Multiple opportunities after penalties. Penalty. Able to play with a little bit of speed, and when time was perfect, the chip over, perfect bounce, and the last thing you want is a forward flying ahead with the try line. Only thing between the try line is your body. That is a recipe for disaster. Boston Irish Wolfhounds able to get points in, cutting his lead down. Too little too late, but definitely a show and display of the kind of team they are and what they hope to accomplish playing until the very end.
Wolfhounds to convert this one. And they do not. We're going to be at 48-12, about 7 or 8 minutes to go as we take another look. A little chip over the top here.
Let's go, G! Keep up the effort, keep running, let's
The referee just say 5 minutes, so we're getting close here.
Come on, Derek! Come on, Lucas, this is yours, Lucas! Get on the end.
Long kick. Wolfhounds trapped in their own 22 there. Player wriggling away. Referee okay with it. Penalty again against Old White. Another word with the captain, McAfee. Been very impressed with McAfee, Lance, the captain for Atlanta Old White, the number 3. Clearly has the respect of his team, communicates well with the referee. They've been under the pump a little bit here with penalties, trying to control them a bit. McAfee has had a wonderful game leading to the front.
Yeah, and even as they prepare for this line out, you can see him telling the infringing player, hey, we don't need that right now. A lot of it has to do with them playing so aggressive. When they had a lead like this, it's not like you're preserving a short advantage, 5 points, 7 points. In this point, you could just go as hard as you want to because the chances of them coming back are slim, and that's becoming a problem for Atlanta.
Delahigh. Waiting runners there, gets the ball up to Ian Wilson. Wilson takes it to the 40-meter line. Crossfield from Godoy. Little jump and move there from Dion. Big break coming here. Chris Bagsby has been near the try zone. Chris Bagsby is going to touch that one down. And late in this one, Atlanta Old White put another 5 on the board. Kick to come. Just a couple of minutes left.
And extending their lead, the young man Bagby, who according to a few sources in the area of Atlanta, say that he is a guy that can definitely start on this team. Not only jump in the fullback role, backup reserve role, but he definitely can be a player that plays a full 80 for this Atlanta side. It's just a testament to how deep they are.
Yeah, nice step there from Bagby. Across the 22, no worries. Powerful runner for this Atlanta Old White team.
You guys ready for the cheer?
Kick there, no good. Let's take a look at the try. So the Chicago Griffins in the background there, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to bring you the conclusion of Old Blue versus the Griffins in a D1 semifinal. They got almost 60 minutes into it yesterday, and Lightning held them up for a couple of hours. So we'll bring you the conclusion of that one. And tonight, pulling a little extra duty here for that today. It should be an exciting finish. Technically Old Blue in the lead, but we'll get there when we get there. We'll finish off this Wolfhounds game first. Wolfhounds kick that one up. It comes down into the hands of Atlanta Old White. Rampage. John Bradley. Delahigh has had a great game. Big run coming in from Shea. Delahigh. Miller coming across field. Big run. Bossa wearing 23 before there, so I got a couple numbers misplaced on my sheet here, but knocked forward. So scrum for Boston Irish Wolfhound. Referee says 1 minute. Referee's going to whistle that one up. Together a little haphazardly. Take a look at McAfee there. And on the flanker is Torres, started at number 8. Back now is Derek Grant. Possibly last play here. Referee wants him to put that one in. Big drive late. The ball's going to come out the back there, no problem. Taking it away is Verdogger. Ball bounces. Kicked forward there by the Wolfhounds. Whoever gets this, may just be able to kick this in a touch. We'll see what they decide to do with it. They're going to have a little bit of a run. They're not done yet. Delahigh lets it drop and hoofs it downfield. Rolls that one a touch. Referee sees it. Referee whistles his watch at 53-12. Atlanta Old White will beat the Boston Irish Wolfhounds. They will play the winner of Boise United versus the Kansas City Rugby Football Club. 12-6. Boise leads there right now. Great game, Atlanta Old White. Very, very electric in the first half. Slowed down just a bit in the second. Wolfhounds, tough day at the office for a very proud New England team. They will bounce back, I'm sure, and have learned a lot from this. Kuntz Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. Been enjoying the day here so far. A look at some of the work here, some power and pace from this big team from Atlanta Old White. Look at those hands there from Torres. Keep an eye on the number 8 tomorrow. He was involved with everything today, as was Delahigh. You just saw that right there, the number 9. Right up the middle of the field they come. First try to Branch. One of his 2. Thought he might get on further than that. But good work as the ball comes out. Miller. Out of the hands. Garcia. This is Branch's 2nd. Good tries for Old White. Danger all over the field. Going to be a lot to handle tomorrow. Hunt. The Dominican International. Fontana puts that one up. Gets it back into the hands of O'Hanlon. Hanlon touches it down. No problems. Good tries here from this Atlanta team. Delahigh was so electric. There's a big bump off there from Finch. Finch takes the ball up to Fangmeyer. Fangmeyer out of Our Lady of Good Counsel in Penn State. Another try here for Old White. Well deserved for Fontana. This is that time. Little show coming around the corner. Shea touches down a try. Is the Wolfhounds. Right through there. Good work across the board. Happy Old White team Atlanta heading into the finals tomorrow. Very well done. Those are your tries for the game. We're going to go down on the sideline to Lance Kavanaugh.
I am down on the field with Old White General, Mr. Damian Torres. Listen, you guys were tearing it up. Got out early, immediately. Was that the plan? Was that the expectation going into this matchup?
So for us all year, we've had struggles, starting fast. It's been taking us 20 minutes to get in, so it felt really good today to come out just swinging straight away. Got into a nice early lead, and then we could just kind of work our pattern and keep it going for the rest of the time.
I'm looking at this team you got. A lot of guys you done played around. Look like you guys had this community. Look at the old boys celebrating. Tomorrow leads to a championship game for you all. What's some of the thoughts going into it, your expectation for the boys handling things tomorrow?
Yeah, so Old White, it's been around for 51 years, and they've been to the final twice and haven't won one yet. So to have the support of the old boys here, they've donated a lot of money to us for us to be here and to get this done. So being able to just compete in that game and hopefully bring a trophy home for them means the world to me. So, and the boys.
Good luck tomorrow. You handle business today.
Cheers,
Can't wait to see you perform later,
Life,
brother.
boys.
Hey. This team is focused. They have their mind on the goal. As he said, he has a community behind him, has a killer team behind him. It's going to be a great matchup depending on who they face on field 2 handling business as well. John, you got to love their chances going into a national championship game.
I do. Fun to watch, fun to call. We'll see him again tomorrow against the winner of Boise versus Kansas City. We're going to step aside till 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go 55 minutes into the match where Old Blue leads 20-10. Game called yesterday for Lightning. Got to finish this one off. Congratulations, Old White. Stick with us. See you at 4 p.m. We'll be here.